Hi, I'm David Robertson, and this is Pitching 101. Off balance.
The pitch struck him out swinging.
Yankees strike out the side as Robertson went with a changeup.
I tell you what, he's money is what he is. He's money.
It's a regular curveball you can throw just like this or inside the U. Also, your slider. Some people throw it from here. Some out on the side like this. Others will throw it just like this, inside the U, just like a curveball. It's a downward angle. It's your spike curveball. See what I throw? It's kind of different. You know, my second pitch would be my curveball. I throw a spike curveball just like this. I finger on the outside of the seam. I guess you'd call it the birdie finger on the seam in here on the U. Thumb on the other seam. Ring finger on the other seam. So I'm not really missing any seam at all on the ball. I'm really trying to get as much grip on the ball as I can because I'm throwing this pitch very hard and it's going to need a lot of spin in order to make it break. So for me, it's the same thing as throwing a fastball. That's the key to throwing breaking pitches. You really want to have that good extension and that snap down. You want to get to here and you want to extend it and pull it down. So it's just from here, it's a pull down. And that's how you're really going to get a lot of spin on the baseball and make it really get that 12-6 breaking action. I don't usually throw out of the windup. It's been a few years since I've done it, but back when I did, this was pretty much my setup. I like to have my left foot forward, right foot on the right side of the rubber, so it makes it very easy for me to just a slight step forward. So it's here, place, and then it's up and down the chute. That for me was the most comfortable. You'll see a lot of guys that'll stand just like this and they'll be straight back, straight forward. That's more traditional. You know, I banged the windup probably 3-4 years ago because I really just didn't have a need for it. Majority of the times I'm pitching, it's either one inning or with runners on base, so I'm going to make my most quality pitches, my best pitches out of the stretch and the pitches that I really need. So for me, I just try to be very simple and basic with it. It's just, you know, I keep the ball in my hand so that I can't drop it at any time. From there, I'm just coming set into a comfortable position, which feels comfortable for me, which is right here. And from there, you know, I've got my hands right in the center of my chest, shoulders slightly turned, and I'm trying to just get a good balance point so that I can sit here and hold with the runner on base. I can also, you know, check, I can do whatever, I can see what's going on in the field, I have a second, and it's just a quick load and right down the chute. So for me, that's the biggest key, is just be consistent with whatever works for you. You know, I can do the same thing out of the windup that I can do out of the stretch. It's just a matter of figuring out how to make it comfortable for yourself to pitch.
Swing and a miss, got him on the breaking ball.
Usually when I come into a game in a tight situation with runners on base, I already know who I'm going to be facing in the game. If that hitter doesn't come in the box, I know they're going to be pinch hitting. So I'm pretty much prepared for whoever's going to be coming to the plate. Now, I don't know if he's going to come in and squeeze bunt on me or whatever. He's going to take 5 pitches. I don't have that luxury. So for me, I know who I'm facing. I know what I want to throw. I'm going to pitch with my strengths. And if I have to, I'll make an adjustment and throw something else. When I come into a game with the runner on second and third and 1 out, I know I cannot let the runner on second score, especially if it's a 1-run game. So for me, you know, it's going to be very hard to keep this runner on third from scoring. Anytime the position, you know, your batter puts the ball in play, a ground ball or anything, it could be a lazy pop fly to center field, it's going to score him. So no matter what, if you get that out, you've still got a runner stranded at second base, and your whole goal is to leave him there. So for me, I just come in and I'm focusing on just really just trying to find a way to get out of it. You know, if I can get a strikeout and get 2 outs, then your chances of success have just risen. So, I mean, my whole goal was to just come in and fire strikes. That's all you can really do. You want to pump strikes, fill up the strike zone, and just let the game unfold the way it's going to unfold.
Call strike 3. What a job by David Robertson. He strikes out Upton and then gets Kochman looking to end the Braves' threat here in the 6th inning. They leave the bases loaded, and the Yankees maintain a 2-1 lead.
One of the big things about pitching the 8th inning is you do have a little bit of a net to fall back on, especially when you have number 42, Mariano Rivera, behind you. If I come into a game and I just can't find the strike zone and I can manage to get 2 outs and, you know, leave a runner on base and throwing a lot of pitches, I know that I have a little bit of a fallback net that Mo's there, that he can come in and he can make that quality pitch and get that out just like this. I mean, he's done it for years. He's unbelievable. But, you know, the biggest key about me coming in is I know that if I can just power through it and find a way to get my 3 outs, that you got the greatest closer of all time right behind you, and he's not going to let that game slip away.
It'll be a 1-1 to Harris. The pitch swung on. He's going to get out of it. A pop fly to center. Gardner is there. Gardner makes a catch. The Yankees get out of bases loaded, no one out in the 11th, and the Twins once again have all the opportunities and can't get the run in.
Since the 2009 ALDS game, you know, when I managed to escape that bases loaded jam, it's just, you know, my confidence has risen from there. You know, I have that feeling that when I come into those situations that I am able to get out of them. And it goes back to pitching in college. I used to come into games and couldn't find the strike zone, and I was closing out games there, and, you know, I'd end up with runners all over the place with, you know, 1 out, and I'd have to find a way to just fight through it and manage to get those, you know, last couple outs without letting the runner score to giving up the lead. And, you know, it's something that I've been doing for a long time. I wouldn't say that it always works well for me, but, you know, it's a situation I've been in a lot, so I feel like no matter what, I stay confident. You know, if the bases are loaded and I got no outs, I'm confident that I can get myself out of that situation. It doesn't always work out right, but I'm confident I can. I know that I have the ability to do it.
2 out and a big strikeout from Robertson here in the 7th.
I'm David Robertson, and I hope you enjoyed a few tips from me, and this is Pitching 101.